Hi, this is MRJJA with the MRJJA Jiu-Jitsu Academy. This is my assistant instructor, Dan Leckel. And today, for MNNMMANEWS.com, we're going to cover the basic knee bar. So the knee bar that we're going to cover, I'm going to approach his guard while standing. And of course, if we're talking MMA, it's a little bit different than grappling. Chances are that I'm going to be approaching him with the main goal of actually doing some ground and pound damage. In grappling, I would be, more on a lower stance here, more on a stagger stance. My goal being to either get the submission or looking to pass the guard here. But either way, I'm going to have a lead leg. Let's say I'm boxing right-handed here. I'm approaching to get the ground and pound. I'm going to approach like so. All right. So with my right hand in the back, left leg lead. And what I want to do usually is bring my shin against the back of his thigh to apply some pressure there. Okay, that can be met by a couple of things, depends on whether he's grappling or we're in a fight here. One of the situations that he lets the leg hang in on the outside, or he does what's called a de la hiva hook, an outer hook. Both situations, I can apply a leg lock, a knee bar from there. So the basic knee bar that we're going to do here will be a spin to the back. So I'm going to use the back leg, I'm going to spin around in it. The first thing I need is proper control of that leg. So I'm going to accomplish that by bringing the back hand, so the hand that's on the back side, and I'm going to place it outside his ankle, like this here. Of course, if we are talking MMA, once again, protect your face. I'm not going to keep my hands up so I can talk to the camera. But I'm right here, and now I come with a step. So the step will be almost half a turn step here, this way. And it's very important to do a couple of things. Number one, not to let the leg as loose as I did, because you lose orientation of the knee. And number two, I'm going to show the basic common mistake, is to just fall into a knee bar. If I just fall into a knee bar like this here, the knee bar is horrible. It's a horrible knee bar because there's a lot of distance between my hips and his hips. It's easy for him to kick out of that position. It is very hard for me to keep orientation of the knee the way I want it to be, knee pointing towards my belly. And thus, very hard to submit it. Easy for him to escape, hard for me to finish. So what can I do to prevent that from happening? So when I step in here and I come into this position, I'm going to keep this tight. And as I take that back step, I'm going to lower my level, change levels by bending the knee until I pretty much squat here on his hips. So that's how close I need to be in order to finish this. Now, once I get the leg here, I correct the orientation so that the knee is pointing towards my belly. And you can see right away, it hurt him a little, so I'm letting go of the pressure some. I don't want to fall down and then try to bring the leg in, because what happens here is that his leg is a lot more powerful than my arms. So I'm going to have to use arm strength to counter his leg strength. That's not a good trade. What I want to do is, as I'm falling down like I did when we were showing it, you fall with the leg. Careful though, because the pressure will come right away. And there are two ways of finishing, basically pointing upward, pointing to the side. You will choose whatever is best for you. Here, all it takes is a little arch, and he will have to tap. Just like an arm bar, I'm hyperextending the joint. A couple of nice details to keep in mind here. The more squeeze you have between the thighs, the better it is, because his knee rotates less. If you can have the leg wrapped there around the other leg, it makes it harder for him to come up and try to defend this lock. Also, I'm keeping his foot away from his body. Instead of placing it on this side, I'm placing it on the other side. That makes it hard for him, once again, to try to control his own leg and escape. So I'm here, I'm going to control that leg, I'm going to step down, I'm going to fall back down, and here. So once I am ready to finish, all it takes is a little back arch. If you want to finish sideways, that's fine. Just understand that once you're sideways, you're really going to have to pinch those knees together, and your back arch is not going to be as powerful because my back is on the side instead of against the mat, so I don't have pressure on my shoulders to thrust as much. Still, easy position to tap. If I fail to get it, I can always use a toe hold or another finishing hold to get the job done. Thank you for watching. You can check us out at www.MRJJA.com or www.MNNMMANEWS.com.